Lady Butler, God's First Lady, putting God first in your life. And welcome back to Sister Share Your Heart. What's the SOS? And I'm here with my guest and co-host on today, Dr. Lisa Baxter. Before we start our show today, I wanted to share some statistics with you on domestic violence and sex trafficking. It says that statistics say 1 in 5 women and 1 in 71 men will be raped at some point in their lives. 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually abused before they are 18 years old. So on today, before we go into, our statistic facts, who is Dr. Lisa Baxter? Tell our audience on today.
Who is she? She is prophetess first, and of course, wife, mother, and that's a loaded question. I don't get that quite often.
So tell me a little bit about your journey. What brings you to Sister Share Your Heart? What is it that you want to share with the world on today? What challenges, what obstacles that you've been graced to face within your life? Now, I'll pull out. I'm going to give her the opportunity because she's in the hot seat today, so I told her I'd take it easy on her today.
Well,
we keep it real.
Yeah, we
just keep it real. The real. And the purpose of this show, it is a Christian network, but we're a little bit tired of all the fake and the phony. No, we need the real. A lot of times we get up and we tell our testimonies, but we don't tell the bad stuff that we've done. So if one person can overcome something, that's a little discouraged, that feel like they fell off, the bandwagon, you can get yourself back up. So this is the purpose of these interviews, to show those that there is still hope. We all wasn't perfect before we came into Christ. So what's your unperfect story?
Wow, my story.
She cute now, but she got a story.
And I wanted to tell your audience that she's much beautiful in person. So
oh, thank you guys.
Lady Butler.
And so are you.
Gorgeous.
Mary J. Blige. This is Mary J. Blige. Wow. They say this is my twin without you catch us on the bad day. But the good day is that she's a new creature in Christ. Amen. And she used to be a gangster. So we're on a time where, our cameraman, he'd be like, listen, y'all take it too long. When we get to talking, we just tell it all. So, but I'm going to say, she used to be a gangster. You were part of a mob, right? You used to cut some folks.
In our day, we didn't cut people.
What you did?
You had that pistol, put that Glock on.
She had that Glock. Yeah. So she cute, but then you get that Glock to your head. So tell me a little bit about that.
Jesus.
Thank God for Jesus.
Well, I got here through rejection and a lot of pain and a lot of just stuff, mess.
So take me back to your college days, because I believe that's where a lot of it, because we had some time to share since we met. We haven't known each other that long, but we kicked it off from the beginning. So I think that's where all the drama started, your college days.
Actually, before college. Before college, I met someone that was, I wouldn't say, when we speak of mob and mafia, we talk about, that's Italian. But Jamaicans and the posse, if you will, that's where my culture, basically drugs infiltrated our community back in the 80s.
But you grew up in the church.
I did. I grew up, my father was an elder and my mother was a missionary. And my father actually built churches in the Broward County area, from Holy Redeemer, Church of God in Christ, to Gateway, and quite a few other churches.
And your father was a very wealthy man at that.
Yeah.
So all indigenous people, African American, they are poor. So he started off climbing coconut trees.
Absolutely. My father first came to this country. He came through Jamaica, had a program where these people could come over and work in the cane fields. And my father had to actually take a test and have a physical and all of that. He passed the test and he came here and he started in the cane field of Belgrade. And he worked his way up.
And he was very popular. I heard that the tourists loved seeing her father. And because someone will be like, I'm not going to get no coconut, but that coconut paid off very well. Because it brought in a lot of business.
And how, with 11 children, he took with no assistance, not any assistance. My father took care of us.
And how many siblings do you have?
It's 10 of us. It's 11 of us, actually. I have 6 sisters and 4 brothers.
And you all were all-star basketball players. So this girl can play ball. She got some game. Tell us a little bit about that. And then go into the college.
Well, before I say anything else, I want to thank God for Dr. Yvonne Baxter Bentley for this connection and this hookup.
IK connection.
So thank you very much, Dr. Bentley. Well, basically, Dr. Bentley and I played basketball in high school, and we were afforded scholarships. She went to the University of Houston, where Akeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, they used to call them the 5 Slammer Jammers, I believe, at the time. And she was hoping that I would come out there, but I got into a situation with a gentleman, a young man from Jamaica.
Jamaica.
God, he just swept me off my feet.
One of them Stella got her grooves.
Yeah, well, he was older than I was. He was about 10 years older than I was, and I was married at the time. And he literally swept me off my feet, and I started using drugs, and of course, got into that fast life.
And this was during your college days?
This was actually before my college days. What happened, I left him because a lot of things started just going haywire. People were getting killed, going to jail, and I knew my parents didn't raise me like that. And I was offered a scholarship, and a year later, they offered me that scholarship again. So I actually left him and relocated to High Springs. And in High Springs, I was offered a scholarship at Claflin University. And I went to Claflin College where my sister Yvonne was. And Yvonne, I could say again, she was an advocate, and she came and got me. I remember one day, we were in the bedroom and we had our bodyguards laid on the floor,
and this was when you were in the mafia.
This was the posse action, and so I remember the bodyguards. They were all asleep out front, and we were in the bedroom, and all I could hear is someone call my name, and I knew it was her. It was Dr. Baxter. She was, "Lisa, what are you doing?" And man, when I heard her voice, I immediately jumped up and started scrambling around. He was like, "Where are you going?" So I got to get out of here. And so I left, and she was pivotal in my life. She led me to Christ in terms of leading me how to pray in the Holy Spirit and all those things. So I thank her for that.
And if I
wrote a book. I had an experience, I should say. I wrote a book called Black Diamond. The name came from Pastor LaShawn Brooks. Watch out, you may become a doctor. Anyway, Pastor LaShawn Brooks.
And she's going to talk up a little bit louder. We can't hear her. She's trying to sound so deep-ish.
No, actually, it's my voice. I'm having a little trouble with my voice, but all is well. But I'm around these doctors. But Pastor LaShawn Brooks spoke a word in my life, Black Diamond, and lo and behold, I wrote a book. Simultaneously, it became a stage production, and voila. But the pain of all of that, and God calling me to a level of holiness and sanctification, I was disobedient. I was rebellious. I didn't want it. I wanted to do my own thing. And I decided to go to a medical convention with a childhood friend of mine. He was recruiting students to the Midwest area. So they were having a convention in Los Angeles as premier conference, and top-notch hotel, 5-star, and ended up there and compromised because God was dealing with me about drinking casually. And it was my birthday, and I wanted to have a drink on my birthday.
Being your birthday, August 3rd, that's my birthday, so give me a shout out August 3rd, y'all. And my husband. We don't pop bottles, we don't make it rain, but we'll have a good time. Go ahead.
And so I got there, long story very short, I got to the hotel, very exquisite hotel, I mean, top notch, and I had a drink of wine and never made it to my room. Actually, it was interrupted by security of the hotel. And these people looked like they were CIA agents.
And you were going in the elevator at this time, leaving.
I was actually going up to my room.
Okay.
Actually, we were getting ready for Toni Braxton. We were going to her home for a party.
Okay.
And we never made it. So I'm headed to my room, headed upstairs, and I'm interrupted by this alarm. The sound is bellowing out of the elevator, and it's just that quick, just mayhem hit the place. And so I see these guys, they look like FBI agents in blue suits and hard bottom black shoes, and they, of course, they stop me and they grab me and they say, listen, you have to come with me. And where are we going? And of course, in Rome, you do what the Romans do. I felt because they looked official, I should go with them. And they grabbed me, not in a hostile way, but they ushered me back to the elevator, down to the elevator, and now I'm walking into this room where these other security personnel were. And
what was going through your mind at this time? Because this sounds like something in the movies.
Absolutely.
I don't know about you, this sounds like
Absolutely.
a movie.
Absolutely. Well,
but this was your reality.
This was my reality. I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that something terribly wrong was going on. And so now I end up in this room, and this gentleman, he says to me, now we were like 4, and he says to me, this is where they bring you when you're intoxicated. And I'm like, wait, intoxicated? I'm not intoxicated. I knew who I was, I knew where I was going, who I was accompanied with, and
things out. You would never have thought the lifestyle that you live to see what you're doing now. So you can never give up on a person because of their past, because of the positive outweighs all of the negative. So what are you doing now? What is Dr. Lisa Baxter doing now? Because she became a doctor in what type of area?
I'm in social psych. I'm actually ABD status with social psychology.
So she was a smart gangster.
And I have a doctorate in humanitarian. So I believe God is bringing me back to South Florida. And presently we are editing Black Diamond for a short film and movie. I'm also working on a project in Jamaica.
Because you have a retreat.
A retreat coming up in Jamaica.
So if they would like to attend this retreat with Dr. Lisa Baxter, gives them the information so they can start registering now, right? Registration is now open.
Absolutely. Well, you can call our 1-800 number. Let me put on my bifocals. Our 1-800 number is 1-877-767-1377. Again, that's 1-877-767-1377. I know, I want to just put this out there. I know my husband is going to say, why is she calling you Baxter?
I'm so sorry, Fairclough.
Baby, it wasn't me. I want to thank my husband for allowing me to come.
You know, it wasn't me. Yes, a brief thank you to our newest partner of the SOS Broadcasting Network. Her name is Mary Tonay, and she has her particular company called the well, this is the website, www.allmercials.com. She does all of our commercials within 24 to 48 hours. You can have a full commercial. She has a special of $99, and these are with voiceovers. Her work is awesome. So I'm so excited. Me along with my business partner, Fred Newsom. He has his event, the Fred Newsom Awards 2016, which is going to be August 5th through the 7th. So if you haven't purchased your tickets, those tickets are now going for $104. You still have time. You know, right now I believe there's like 300 people that will be attending in the city and state of Baltimore, Maryland. It's going to be one of the biggest nights in music, so I'll give a shout out to my boy Fred Newsom. And don't forget Dr. Ooh, you must going to become a doctor. I can't remember, guys. Paul Murray. He's also a photographer, and we've been shooting some business his way. So if you need some portraits, you know he's a photographer for all the rich and famous, like Michael Jackson, James Brown. You know, he explained it all. We did his interview on last week, we're going to be shooting a beauty pageant and interviewing some models at one of the fashion shows on this upcoming Sunday. So we're excited about all of the different connections. It's all about sharing. It's all about caring and giving back to our community and sharing the gospel and the good news through whatever measure that it may be, through arts, through dance. We have it all. So if you're looking to start your show here on the SOS Broadcasting Network, our rates are $99.99, and that's only for 3 months. It's a trial effort. It goes back up to $300, so you better get on while it's still low. People have been calling. We have our sports show with Monica and her husband. We have so many different opportunities. Pastor Darrell Holiday, he has his total life change, and him and his wife is doing a show. Right. Then you have my husband. I got to get my husband in. Mr. Scott Butler. He's going to be with his men's show. We have so many different opportunities for each and everybody. So if you don't have that pulpit time, this is your time. Get your shine. You gain your money by your commercials. Get some commercials aired during your particular show. It's all about. And hi, Nicole. With our mastermind on next Sunday. Okay. Everything's been happening so fast. Yes. I thank God, because we're now featured in one of the world's top-selling booksellers. She's the best publisher around. So go to believingyourdreams.com. This girl is amazing. When I say she can write you a book in 30 days, and you don't have to write, you can speak it. So there's no excuses of how you can't make money. There's no excuses. And me being that girl, I could flip $1 and make it into $1 million overnight. It's all about your creativity and your assignment and your passion. So I'm gonna allow you